Wow, it is still the Wednesday, 7th day of the month of May 2025. And I welcome us to the live broadcast on the Koikimedia network. Oríkànnì Koikimedia náà ni a tún wà ní àṣálẹ́ yìí láti tún bára wa sọ̀rọ̀, láti tún polongo nǹkan tí a ti ń sọ láti bí ọdún márùn-ún látara pé kí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, kí Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè kó jẹ́ kí àwọn tó ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kó ti gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́yìn láti lè jẹ́ kí ẹ̀tọ́ wa kó padà sí ọwọ́ wa. Bí ẹ ṣe ń wọlé, mo kí yín o pé ẹ káàbọ̀ níbikíbi tí ẹ bá wà tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi. Èmi náà ni o, arákùnrin tí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá mọ̀ sí Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorsteps. Bí ẹ ṣe ń wọlé, àǹfààní kan tí ẹ jẹ wá náà ni pé kí ẹ bá wa pín ètò yìí kí ó lè kárí ilé, kí ó lè kárí oko. Nǹkan kan náà ni a gbé dání, òun náà ni à ń pè ní Yorùbá Nation Self-Determination. Èmi náà sì máa lọ pe àwọn èèyàn wọlé, máa lọ sọ fún àwọn staff mi, máa lọ sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé a ti wà live. Ǹjẹ́ yìí náà máa bá wa sọ fún àwọn tí wọ́n ì tí mọ̀ pa ti wà live pé kí wọ́n wá gbọ́ wa. Mo bẹ̀ wá, mo rọ̀ wá, ẹ jẹ́ kí a káàkiri ká lọ ròyìn ibi tí a wà pé lórí ìkànnì wa tí à ń pè ní Koikimedia, níbi tí a ti ń dára wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, níbi tí a ti jọ ń gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹ̀ wò pé kí ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀, kí ló fà á tí a fi ń fẹ́ kí a gba freedom wa. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí kò yé, àwọn náà ni a fi jẹ́ kí ó yé, nítorí pé tó bá yé wọn, òun náà ni a lè jọ rí solution sí nǹkan tí ó ń ṣe wá. Nǹkan kan tó ń ṣe wá náà ni pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ì tí rí dájú pé ẹ̀tọ́ ni pé kílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú orin àsíá wa tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí Koikimedia. Bí èèyàn bá ti tanná báyìí, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ oríṣiríṣi kòkòrò tí èèyàn expect wá máa kọjá nínú broadcast. Ó ṣó pé iṣẹ́ wà tí a sì máa ṣe nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, nítorí pé bí èèyàn bá wà níta náà nílùú òyìnbó, ìwọ̀nba díẹ̀ náà ló máa rí kòkòrò. Mo kí Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè, mo kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ agbátò lẹ́yìn bàbá. Gbogbo yín náà ni o, ẹ̀yin náà lẹ ti bàbá yìí lẹ́yìn, àtèmi àtẹ̀yin la sọ fún bàbá yìí pé iṣẹ́ takuntakun tó gbé dání, gbogbo àjọ máa rí àṣeyọrí lórí ẹ̀. Ẹ bá mi gbọ́wọ́lé share button, mò ń bọ̀ àìtí ìdè.
Koikimedia, we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Àwọn sálárà àgbà yìí dá, àwa ló láṣà àti
Tí bá rí kébù kan sí mo mind.
ìgbéde lárugẹ
Ẹ ṣé.
nílẹ̀ ojú wa o, àwa gangan ni bàbá. Koikimedia, 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 bringing the world closer to your doorstep. They never sabi wetin we carry for her, until they move closer before they go sabi. I said they never know wetin we carry for body, until they move closer before they go sabi. Ọ̀kìlọ̀ lọ́jà ẹyẹ, ìwúlò ló dáa ju ẹyẹ tó torí wodò ní àdó owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ́nu. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa, ká jùmọ̀ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè gbódúdú wa ká, òdúdú wa kò bá lè gbé wa. ọmọ Odùduwà ṣèkìrì. Ẹ dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀, ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ gbé ilẹ̀ ìlérí, káwọn lè bá ògo ilẹ̀ wa. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé, ká lè gbàdé adé adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ̀lẹ̀ tí yóò tàn káàkiri, ọmọ Odùduwà ni wá. Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ, ìtọ́jú owó tiwa máa ní. Kásá, ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wa kájé gbogbo ayé jẹ. Ìjọba gbọ́dọ̀ owó tiwa máa ní. À ń gbé tó lárugẹ, à ń gbàsà lárugẹ. Ìjọba gbọ́dọ̀ owó tiwa máa ní. News and sports, ẹ máa rí gbọ́. Ìjọba gbọ́dọ̀ owó tiwa máa ní. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀bí ló ní kí n máa ké dandan. Koikimedia, ọ̀rọ̀ lágbájúmọ̀ mi o. Má bá ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ. Ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá tata o. À ń gbádùn rẹ̀, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀bí. Ṣé ìlọ máa fìdí bọ̀ ọ̀tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ o? Ẹ̀yin lọmọ onígbò máa dé máa dé máa dé. Ẹ̀yin lọmọ onígbò máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀ o. Igbó máa wọ̀ kájòjì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ̀, àjòjì tó bá wọ̀ bẹ̀ á gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ ní ẹ̀bọ̀ra. Ẹ̀yin lọ máa náwó o, kóyìnbó tó dé, ìgbà tó yìnbó dé o, ó lọ́dẹ́ tó pọ̀ sí o. Koikimedia ṣàwa ní bàbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Àdáńtọ́ àtúnbèrè gidi. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ gẹ́gẹ́ gbọ́gbọ́ o. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Oúnjẹ fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa, fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Ọmọ Oòduà ni wá o, tọkàntọkàn. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Ikú tó ṣe bí ẹlẹ́yìí òsì, àdéhùn bàbá yẹn. We bringing work closer to your doorstep. Afẹ́fẹ́ tó ń fẹ́ ò tó ń kan jòkó lára ni. Agbègbè Olódùmarè ló fún wa ṣe. Àwọn ayé ẹ̀gbọ́n, àwa ni bàbá o. Òdùdú wọn bẹ wọn lọ gbé polówó ọjà yìí wá. Òdùdú alágbèdá ní òtítọ́ lágbèdá ní. A kì í sọ̀dálẹ̀, a kì í ṣorí kéta. Èrò tán, a tún gbélé kété. Koikimedia, we bringing work closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia is around to give us latest. To give us latest. Ladies and gentlemen, ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó gbójú owó. Ladies and gentlemen, ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó gbójú owó. Koikimedia is around.
Mo kí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tí ẹ ti ń wọlé bí méjì mẹ́ta, mo kí wa pé ẹ kálẹ́ o, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò àlàáfíà, ètò kan tí ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bí ìran Yorùbá ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ tètè ní kíákíá tí kò gbọ́dọ̀ pẹ́ ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ, láti south títí dé north títí dé east ní gbogbo àgbáyé, pé ìyà tí a jẹ lọ́wọ́ àwọn amúnisìn, ó jẹ́ ká fi òpin sí. Àmọ́ tá bá máa fi òpin sí, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ iṣẹ́ ló máa lọ lórí ẹ̀. Ǹjẹ́ ó ti mọrin àsíá wa àbí ẹ̀ tẹ̀ mọ́ rárá? Nítorí pé ńgbà tá bá tẹ̀ débi tá à ń lọ, àbí tọ́tẹ̀ ní ó yá tẹ̀ ka ìwọ tó náà ń fẹ́ Yorùbá nation, ìwọ tó náà fẹ́ òmìnira. A ní mixlr, ẹ má bínú, torí pé a wà on the move. A ṣe mixlr, ẹ má bínú sí wa. A lè kó gbogbo gadget wa máa fi travel. so ìwọ̀nba gadget tá a bá lè máa fi operate ẹ má bínú sí wa. Tó bá dé stage kan Koikimedia náà máa ní mobile transmission truck tá a bá ṣe ń káàkiri tá à ń lọ láti Europe, ẹ̀ríyàn tó drive láti Europe ó possible èèyàn lè gun ọ̀kadà, so ẹ má bínú sí wa ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń béèrè fún mixlr. Ǹjẹ́ ó mọrin àsíá wa àbẹ́ ẹ̀ tẹ̀ mọ́ rárá? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀ ó ṣe pàtàkì pé kí gbogbo wa pátápátá kí a lọ kọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń kà á ní verse by verse, nítorí pé gbogbo wa ni wọ́n ti implement arise o compatriot àṣírọ́ ni àmọ́ ni ìyẹn la kọ́ fáwa ta lọ sílé ìwé. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ lọ sílé ìwé ẹ miss anything, torí àwa ta kọ́ nísìn à ń try pé kó erase kúrò lórí wa, but ó sì wà níbẹ̀. Ó wá ṣe pàtàkì pé orin ìbílẹ̀ wa, orin tí ó jẹ́ kí gbogbo ìdílé kankan mọ̀ ju gbogbo nǹkan lọ nígbà tí a wà lára àwọn tó ń fẹ́ òmìnira. Tó o bá fẹ́ òmìnira kò ń ṣe dandan o lè máa ka arise o compatriot, but nílẹ̀ Yorùbá láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà lágbára àwọn tó nílẹ̀ kò ń ṣagbára tiwa, torí àwọ̀ lágbára wọ́ọ̀ ní ka orin yẹn mọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Kódà àti ráwọn gọ́fúnà wa tó ti sọ fún wa pé in táwọn náà máa kà nìyẹn nígbà tá a bá débi tá à ń lọ, nígbà tí àsìkò bá tó ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà náà lẹ ní ìyẹn á máa ṣe kí ni, fùrọ̀ á máa là, ìyẹn á máa ṣe gá, torí àwọn tó ṣì ń jẹun lọ́wọ́. Àwa ti jẹ dínà. Ǹjẹ́ ìwọ náà ti jẹ dínà? Èmi jẹ oúnjẹ 3 láàárọ̀, mo ti jẹ tọ̀sán, mo ti jẹ tìrọ̀lẹ́, mo ti jẹ pápánu. Bó ṣe láti rí nìyẹn. Bá mi tẹ̀lé ká lọ, mò ń bọ̀.
Jẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, kò sí ipò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀.
The first 20 minutes of any broadcast ó important, especially tíyàn bá ní message tíyàn fẹ́ deliver. Torí ẹlòmíì ó ṣeéṣe pé bá ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn ò ní lè gbọ́ tán fún ìdí oríṣiríṣi. Ẹni tó wà ní diaspora ó ń lọ bí iṣẹ́, ẹni tó wà nílé kò ní battery láti fi wò wá, kò dẹ̀ tún ní internet. Ẹni tó ní internet ó lè fi skip. Ìdí pàtàkì tí a ṣe fẹ́ ṣe talẹ́ ni pé a fẹ́ ra drone. Ta ló mọ̀ tó ń pè ní drone? A fẹ́ ra drone fún ẹni tí ó ń bọ̀ tí gbogbo wa ti gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀. Ìwọ tó bá mọ̀ tó ń bọ̀ yẹn, bóyá mọ̀ ó ṣeé ṣe pé gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ pò ń bọ̀. Àní fi ṣe ìbínú sí yín. Àbí ìwọ tí o ti gbọ́ ò ń béèrè pé ṣé n ta máa fi gba country nìyẹn? A máa ṣàlàyé fún ẹ bóyá òun la máa fi gbà àbó òun kọ́ la máa fi gbà. Àbí ìwọ tó ti gbọ́ bóyá o wá ń ṣe alátakò pé bàbá Akíntóyè lọ́lọ́run fẹ́ fi gàrí tírà pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa dúró. Torí tó bá ṣì ń dáùtẹ̀, mo bẹ̀ ẹ́, mo rọ̀ ẹ́ lálẹ́ yìí, èní ní 7th of May, lọ kọ sílẹ̀ pé mi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti dúró. Ó ti dúró, kò sí àní-àní níbẹ̀. So tó o bá mọ̀ tó ń bọ̀, ká tó béèrè ń ta fẹ́ kí èèyàn 10 tí mo mọ̀ pé ó ṣeé ṣe lórí ìkànnì yìí ẹ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Èmi kọ́ lẹ̀ ń ṣe fún, èmi kọ́ lẹ̀ ń ṣe fún, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ̀ ń kọ́lẹ̀ fún pé kó lè ṣeé ṣe. Èyí tèmi lè ṣe ni pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni mo wà báyìí, kò sí àní-àní níbẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ni kẹ́yìn wá ṣebi tó kù kó lè ran ìrànlọ́wọ́. Òun ni pé ta ló mọ tán ń pè ní drone, kí la fẹ́ lò fún, ẹja kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ eléyìí ká tó máa sọ èyí tá fẹ́ lò fún.
Gbogbo Yorùbá pátá lé lóko náà sọ pé ìlú àjọ wa lójú lápárapọ̀ dá dúró Yorùbá nation go stand. Gbogbo Yorùbá pátá lé lóko náà sọ pé ìlú àjọ wa lójú lápárapọ̀ dá dúró Yorùbá nation go stand.
À ń fi àsìkò yìí ṣe ìkéde fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ láti gbáradì fún àwọn ìwọ́de tí ń bọ̀ lọ́nà nípa pàtàkì orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá nation àti wípé ìdí tí a fi gbọdọ̀ dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìpínlẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ìwọ́de yìí náà ni a máa ṣe káàkiri gbogbo ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìrè bí tí bàbá wa onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ Emeritus Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè yóò ṣe olùdarí rẹ̀. Ọdún 2025 yìí náà ni yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀, a sì máa kàn sí wa nípa oṣù àti gbogbo ohun tí a bá fẹ́ mọ̀. Olùkéde Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, agbẹnusọ fún olóyè Sunday Adéyẹmọ
Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá ń jẹ Yorùbá àti ìjòyè wọn làwọn ò fara mọ́ kí Fúlàní máa jí wa gbé, wọn máa jẹun fún wa kó máa dà wá láàmú.
Agbógun má ti di akọni nínú ìyàwó. Ẹgbẹ́ kò Sunday mi. Akọni tó ń yọ nílé ewu tó gbá ní sílẹ̀ lójú ogun. Òun máa pè lálágbára. Mo mẹ́wẹ́ mo mẹ́kò mú olóògùn tó ń jẹ. Níwọ̀n bá ní ṣe níwájú ìbò. Lẹ́sẹ̀ tí ó máa fẹ́.
Ẹja jáde ẹ máa bọ̀ ń ta ká ṣe ṣe kí ni o, kàtúyáyá kàtúyáyá, let's come out and showcase ourselves.
Ọmọ ńlá mo pé mú Sunday ìbò òòṣà owó bàbá dá mi. Bóyá tí mo bá ní kò òòṣà ẹ sọ ọmọkùnrin ogun ọmọ májá sọlá.
Now, interface lo drone fún náà nìyẹn. Drone jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó ní ìwúlò gan-an. Oríṣiríṣi drone ló wà, àmọ́ èyí táwa ń sọ ta fẹ́ lò yìí, èyí tó lè fún wa ní coverage nígbà tí bàbá wa alànà tí ó ní gbogbo àṣẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, tí bàbá wa Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè tó máa fún fèrè tí kò ní pẹ́ mọ́. Nígbà tí bàbá bá ti fún fèrè yẹn, ó ti di dandan pé kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá múra sílẹ̀. Lára ìmúra sílẹ̀ náà ni pé èèyàn 10 là ń bẹ̀ kí wọ́n wọlá ìran yìí, kọ́ wọlá gbogbo 60 million, kọ́ fún wa ní 100,000 each ká lè lọ ra drone yẹn tó jẹ́ 1 million naira. Owó tó kéré ni, bọ̀ fún ẹni tó bá ní owó tó pọ̀ ní bí irú àwa mídíà báyìí, torí tó bá jẹ́ pa ní owó ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan àní gbé wá báyìí níwájú. Drone yẹn ṣe pàtàkì látara iṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe. Kò ń ṣe drone nìkan ló ṣe important nínú movement. Koikimedia kọ́ ló ní. Nígbà tá a bá lò tán, a hand over padà fún gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì wa àbí àwọn tó jẹ́ adarí wa, but àwọn tó lè operate àní wọn lọ́wọ́ torí security reason, a lè expose wọn. Mò ń bẹ̀ wá, mò ń rọ̀ wá, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tí a bá lè rà before this weekend it will be good. Wọ́n máa personally ìyẹn torí owó tó wọ́n ni èmi fúnra mi lọ́ máa personally hand ẹ̀ fún tí màá dẹ̀ present ẹ̀ ní real life. Kò ń ṣe pé ìta tí ń present náà kò ń ṣe pé ẹ̀ doubt ẹ̀ àbí ẹ̀ believe ẹ̀. Ọwọ́ àwọn tí walkie talkie wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n ti fi ń practice. Wọ́n ń pè wọ́n ní steward. Kí ló ń pè ní steward? In any movement, in any event, èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ ní àwọn communication gadget. Òun ni walkie talkie. Kò tó àmọ́ a dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá fún ìrànlọ́wọ́. A ṣe account ẹ̀ fún yín mélòó la padà rà. Mo ti sọ pé a ti kọ́kọ́ achieve the first 100. A ti rà lẹ́yìn yẹn sí. Mọ nọ́mbà ẹ̀. Àwọn èèyàn ní Koiki má reveal too much information, especially tó bá ti jẹ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ security. Nítorí pé platform ẹ̀ àti Yorùbá World Media wọ́n ṣe live lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ẹ má bínú pé ó join together torí pé àsìkò lèmi náà ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ nínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí mo wà yìí. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ti dákẹ́ lọ́lọ́. Ibi tèmi wà iná wà ń bẹ o. Iná wà ń bẹ àdúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́. But in tí mò ń sọ ni pé èèyàn 10 ni mo bẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí kí wọ́n ràn wá lọ́wọ́ 100,000 each. Àárá drone yẹn tí owó yẹn bá pé 1 million tó bá wá jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ mo lè guarantee yín Comrade Ṣọlá kò gbọdọ̀ kú. Wọ́n send VN kan sí mi lénìí. Wọ́n ní kí n sọ fẹ́yìn èèyàn pé kẹjọ́ ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ print nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ go through me ẹ pè wá. À á sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa print ẹ̀ tí ẹ máa sanwó direct fún printer tó ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú Koikimedia. Bí ẹ bá fẹ́ ṣe sticker ẹ pè wá. À á connect yín pẹ̀lú tẹ́ bá pè wá a lè access ẹni tó pè nítorí pé for security reason àwọn printer tó wà nílé wọ́n wà very skeptical. Àyà wọn ń já torí ìjọba Nàìjíríà àmọ́ tó lè ṣe. Gbogbo àwọn kan tá a ṣe ń ṣe yìí tó bá dé stage kan ẹ fọkànbalẹ̀. Printer a máa print wá tá a bá ń ṣe rally lọ tí wọ́n ọ̀dẹ̀ bí anybody dá. Kò ń ṣe pé a fi ń dẹnu Ọlọ́run ló ń ṣe o, kò ń ṣàwa o, mélòó lèmi. Printer a máa print oríṣiríṣi materials wá tá a bá ti jáde. Bọ̀ nítorí pé ìjáde yẹn wọ́n ní ó ń súnmọ́ bọ̀, ó ń súnmọ́ bọ̀, ó ń súnmọ́ bọ̀. Ọjọ́ wo ni èmi ò mọ̀ o. Bàbá wa Akíntóyè nìkan ló ní àṣẹ yẹn lọ́wọ́. Bọ̀ mo bẹ̀ wá owó tá bá rí tó bá lé à á fi ṣe àwọn nǹkan míì tá a tún máa hand over. Àwọn nǹkan míì pọ̀ tá a lè ṣe lóríṣiríṣi nǹkan kéékèèké. But eléyìí tá a fẹ́ rí lè ṣe tó sọ fún mi pé Koiki ṣé ti ní drone. Mo ní a ní but àwọn ọmọ yẹn ní battery nǹkan kan. Má sọ yẹn. So wọ́n ti fún mi ní price drone yẹn láti ọ̀sẹ̀ kan sẹ́yìn nísìn. Mo sọ náà lórí program pé wọ́n ti fún wa ní wọ́n ń pè ní mini 3 oní 350,000 wà. But wọ́n ní èyí tó jẹ́ èyí tó dá yẹn òun ni mini 3 yẹn tó ń pè ní DJI. Pé tabara iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ torí pé ṣe rí bó jẹ́ èèyàn 50 náà ló bá jáde àfi capture látòkè. Bó jẹ́ èèyàn 1,000 àfi capture látòkè. À ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ for security reason. But oníṣẹ́ tó máa ṣe tó bá ju 2 million lọ ara méjì à hand over ẹyọ kan fún another platform tó jẹ́ YSDM. Àwọn àmọ́ àwọn tó máa gbé fún. But lọ́dọ̀ tiwa àwa náà tó ti mọ̀ ń pẹ̀ for security reason I cannot give too much details. Torí mo fẹ́ kọ́ lọ gbé anybody lálẹ́ torí bá ṣe wà báyìí nísìn a ti wà nínú wàhálà pẹ̀lú ìjọba Nàìjíríà torí ìjọba Nàìjíríà náà fi mọ kí ló fi ṣe nǹkan kan. Ṣé bá náà wà ní wàhálà kò sí nǹkan tó lè fi wá ṣe. Èmi wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá báyìí ní tó bá fẹ́ ṣe àbẹ̀rù government àdẹ̀ ṣe tó dòdì sófin. So torí pé 24 minutes ni broadcast ti lọ ibi tẹ bá gbọ́ dé tẹ́ gbọ́ mọ́ drone ni mo ṣe torí ẹ̀ jáde lálẹ́ yìí. Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ ká tètè rà á. Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin diaspora ẹ̀yin náà ni máa wá ké bá. Tẹ bá fún wa ní kéékèèké ó lè pẹ́ ni mo ṣe ni mo nídìí èèyàn 10. Ẹ̀yin 10 yẹn tẹ bá wá kódà àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ní kí n má dárúkọ yín ní live lọ́n mọ̀ yín èmi máa fi dárúkọ yín but ẹ lè fi ní ká má dárúkọ yín ó wà understandable. But tíyàn 10 yẹn bá jáde tí mo rí 100,000 yẹn màá ní kí bàbá kí tó ìbá kí yín láti fi fòǹtẹ̀ sí. Màá ní kí bàbá mi Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè màá ní kó dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Mo fẹ́ lè sọ pé kò necessary but à ní kó dúpẹ́ fún yín pé kọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́. So à ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ẹni tí ó bá nídìí láti fi ràn mí lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ilẹ̀ ní nọ́mbà mi. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ní nọ́mbà mi ó wà lórí social media ẹ bá ti type ẹ rí ìkan last pẹ̀lú 979 ìkan last pẹ̀lú 321 so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Now nígbà tá a ti gbọ́ yẹn ó ní information tí mo tún fẹ́ mú wá fún wa tó wà very very important ó wà extremely important. Ó ní dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì kan tí a ti ń kà lójoojúmọ́. Ta ló mọ dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì náà? Ta ló lè rán wa létí? Tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni 100,000 naira kò ń ṣe 100,000 pounds o kò lẹ́ ń ṣe $100,000. Tẹ́ bá fún wa níyẹn bàbá Akíntóyè ní máa gbélé lọ́wọ́ kò sí tèmi fẹ́ fi ṣe. Dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì yẹn ó wà important. Bàbá wa Alànà ló ní kí gbogbo wa àwa mídíà ká lọ máa ṣàlàyé dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì yẹn fúnra wa. The good news path to prosperity. The good news path to prosperity. Mo fẹ́ mú jáde lórí email mi. Prosperity yẹn máa jẹ́ yeah. I hope pé màá láti lo glasses mi nísìnyí. Yeah. The good news path to prosperity. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Bàbá Akíntóyè ní ẹni tó bá ní PDF yìí lọ́wọ́ wọ́n direct mi wọ́n instruct mi pé kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lọ download ẹ̀ kó ní lọ́wọ́. That is the message directly from Prof. Ẹ lè máa béèrè pé kí ni reason torí àwa Yorùbá máa ń like láti question bọ́lọ̀ ṣe dá wa nìyẹn bí Elédùmarè ṣe fún wa ní làákàyè nìyẹn. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣe kalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó important là ń sọ lọ tá bá ní ká máa dárúkọ àpẹ àwọn tó ń béèrè account number ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin team mi ó wà important tí bó bá ń ṣe program tó wà important báyìí táwọn èèyàn béèrè account number á jẹ́ pé sí lórí show nìyẹn a lè ní staff wa tí ara data fún tí ẹ̀dẹ̀ wà online táwọn èèyàn béèrè account number tẹ́lẹ̀ fún wọn á jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ yín ò pé nìyẹn o àdẹ̀ ní time mọ́ so ẹ jẹ́ n fi voice yẹn sílẹ̀ sínú group Koikimedia torí pé ìtàgbédání gbogbo ẹ̀yin staff wa pátá àwọn tó ń béèrè account number wa lórí live show tí mò ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìnyí ó ṣòpẹ́ sí lórí program pẹ̀lú mi tí mọ́ǹtì bá tán a lè sọ pé ànira data fún yín torí pé a máa ti wà nínú rally lágbára Ọlọ́run but kò ní da káwọn èèyàn máa béèrè account number Afọlábí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó kù tí mo fi dárúkọ mo bẹ̀ yín mo rọ̀ yín bí ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí mo wà live ẹ bọ́ sórí show kẹ́ monitor gbogbo àwọn tó ń béèrè account number wa kẹ́ bá mi máa fún wọn. Now mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí o èmi náà ni mo ní our last man standing last woman standing apọ̀ àmọ́ presently gbogbo wa náà ni ọmọ kan lẹ̀ Yorùbá iṣẹ́ tó ní kálukú máa ṣe ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni ibi tọ́lọ́run darí èmi sí lórí ìrìn àjò yìí òun ni mo dúró lé lórí èmi ò mọ bó ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan mi mo ń ṣe security mo mọ̀ nípa accounting bó nípa pé ká sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀bùn tọ́lọ́run fún mi nìyẹn mo fẹ́ kó yé wa pé ṣẹ́rí Nàìjíríà tí mo wà nínú ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan nínú Nàìjíríà mọ́ kò sí nǹkan mọ́ nínú Nàìjíríà tá bá ní ká ṣe máa ṣàlàyé fún yín ní time yẹn mọ́ nísìnyí mo ti sọ fún wa pé is a movement that is going from stage to stage ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sórí path to prosperity the good news path to prosperity. Professor Akíntóyè wọ́n lo ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ oṣù ọjọ́ àìsùn kó tó lè draft kìíní pẹ̀lú àwọn tọ́jọ́ jẹ́ group wọn. Báwo lẹ ṣe máa rí dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì yìí? Ẹ má pè mí as individual, kò sí time yẹn tá a fi máa spread ẹ̀. Màá share jáde tonight again. After tonight, I will not have the privilege or the time to share it out. So what I'm doing right now is I'm sending it out, and it will eventually get to people. Ẹni tó bá wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kó send it to the next person. Tẹ́ bá pè mí as individual, I will not have the time to share it to you. I am very busy right now, and we are on the move every day, every minute, and we are on different locations and different places trying to get the message of hope fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. There is only one hope left, only freedom wa. Anything less than that is a false hope. Forget about it. Anything less than that is a false hope. The good news path to prosperity. I'm going to read the introduction and read the content. The instruction tonight coming from Kutonu, from Professor Akintoye, ó ní pé kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátá kó lọ ní copy lọ́wọ́. Bàbá máa ṣàlàyé in tó máa end up with this document fún yín, but this document must now be, mo ń try láti fi sọ̀yìn, máa sọ̀yìnbó púpọ̀. Document yìí gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ document tí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátá gbọ́dọ̀ ní lọ́wọ́. Àṣẹ tó wá látọ̀dọ̀ bàbá Akíntóyè nìyẹn. Má bí mi pé mídíà kan ì tí sọ, sórí tá bá ń dúró de mídíà kan ì tí sọ yẹn ṣàlàfíà nìkan ṣe ni wá. I am not the spokesman for Baba Akíntóyè, but instruction ni pé kí gbogbo wa ká lọ download ẹ̀, ká lọ ní lọ́wọ́. Ẹni tó lè download ẹ̀ tí copy bá ti dé ọwọ́ one person, ó ti di dandan pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ lọ jù sínú gbogbo group kálukú wá download ẹ̀ kó wà lórí fóònù yín. Ẹni tó bá lè lọ print ẹ̀ out, gbogbo tó máa cost yín láti fi print ẹ̀ out kò tí ì tó náwó tẹ́ ti ná láti 5 years. Oní printer lọ print ẹ̀ out kó tọ́jú ẹ̀ pamọ́ sílé. Bàbá máa wá ṣàlàyé ìwúlò ẹ̀ fún wa. Kí ni the next information? Ó ní pé kákọ̀ọ́ka díẹ̀ nínú introduction yẹn. The Good News Path to Prosperity in Our Orílẹ̀-èdè Yoruba by Professor Adebanji Akintoye. Introduction. In the following pages, I try to present the glorious picture of our soon-to-come nation, our Orílẹ̀-èdè Yoruba. I try to describe the dreams that are impelling millions of Yoruba men and women in all countries of the world to engage seriously in Yoruba self-determination struggle, to come together in the countless self-determination organizations and clubs to keep awake for many hours, night after night, putting ideas from their disciplines and professionals in writing prosperous and powerful, in writing about our soon-to-come country shall be great, prosperous, and powerful in the world. God Almighty made us Yoruba people a great people of talent, intellect, and skills, and large numbers. The ideas that will make our country one of the greatest and most famous countries in the history of the world, and that will make us Yoruba people a loving, laughing, emulated family of happy and contented men and women. A lot of the intellectual and other effort by our people come to me as a father of the self-determination struggle. Altogether, they make me humble, happy, and proud. Enjoying my own speciality and insight, I hereby put forth. This is the key information. I hereby put forth I lost the plot there. apology for those of us that are listening. Emma Benusimi apologize like I say. A lot of intellectuals and effort by our people come to me as a father of our self-determination struggle. Altogether, they make me humble, happy, and proud. Enjoy my own speciality and insight. I hereby put forth, point by point, the main items of what I perceived. Very, very important. What I perceived to be our nation's purpose, determination, and expectation. A copy of these is not something you might not have after this broadcast. Koikimedia is not an excuse. You must find these because Otiwa Lori websites were in the last 2 years. It is also been sent out now. My team will pick it up and send it across every part of the platform. If you send a message to me directly, I would not have the time to reply you and pick it and send it to you. Sorry, websites were either the old website that is dedicated specifically for this movement, Koikimedia.com. It was designed gbogbo information tó lúkálùkù bá fẹ́ nípa ìrìn àjò yìí, from the letter to the United Nations to the letter to Downing Street níbẹ̀, to some of the communication, how Igboho's house was attacked, to atrocities of the Fulanis, to all our events, the past, rallies, pictures. You will find it on koikimedia.com. Nínú ẹ̀ lẹ máa rí this document as well. Teba search dada. Teba lọ sí koikimediainternationalnews.com. There's a particular page tí a create aṣọ pé Yoruba people. Ìyẹn wà straightforward. You click on it, eba document yìí níbẹ̀, download it and keep it to yourself. This is a very important document. Ọpẹ́ share donation yẹn sí gbogbo platforms continuously for those that are asking. Let me take that again. I hereby put forth, not me. This is Professor Adebanjo Akintoye. Wọ́n sọ fún wa pé I hereby put forth, point by point, the main items of what I perceived to be our nation's purpose. A gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ kí ni purpose ní ta fi jà fún àti kí ni tó o bá mọ̀ tó ṣe fi jáde fún rally. Mo sọ fún ẹ láàárọ̀ yìí, you might as well sit in your house. Gbogbo àwọn tájọ́ ń ṣe program pẹ̀lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa, gbogbo yẹn kọ́ ló máa jáde, but ìwọ tó fẹ́ jáde o gbọ́dọ̀ lè ní understanding. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yé nísìn, o gbọ́dọ̀ lè ní understanding of why you want to come out. If you don't have the understanding, you might as well sit in your house. It's as simple as that. Fi jẹ́ kó jókòó sínú ilé ẹ̀, but tó bá ń bẹ̀rù pé àti bá jáde nǹkan máa ṣe mí, okay, jókòó sínú ilé ẹ̀, kò sùn, kò jí, kò sẹ́ni tó múyàn sí. Wọ́n force anybody kó wá jáde nígbà tó bá ti ní ká jáde, kò ṣe by force. O ní right láti sọ pé wọ́n jáde, inú ilé ẹ̀ ló máa wà, okay? But àwa tó kù, we will forge ahead under the instruction tó máa wá at every interval. The instruction is let everybody have this document with you. I urge now, after tí bàbá kọ sínú bíbáyìí, wọ́n tún ní kí n remind wa again pé we should all go and have this document. Mo pé gbogbo agbọ́n kan tí mo sọ. ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́n tí mò ń sọ yẹn bá mi fi sínú comment section. I hope you're listening. I urge all my Yoruba people, obìnrin, ọkùnrin, ọmọdé, àgbàlagbà, olúwo, Christian, Muslim, ẹni tó ní one challenge or the other. Everybody must have this document. It is very important. Alemani time láti remind you again. Gbogbo broadcast tá à ń ṣe lọ nísìn, tá à ní this opportunity to sit down, they might be very limited. Ó lè jẹ́ àwọn míì ló máa take charge. Àwọn míì wo ni mo ń sọ? Ó lè jẹ́ world media ló máa take charge of all these other conversation. It might not literally be my platform. My platform will continue to work. But in a movement like this, you will now need another unit that is already working day and night. Don't be in the Yoruba world media. Most work will be operating from their end with message. Nígbàkígbà tí Professor Akintoye bá máa bá gbogbo wa sọ̀rọ̀, that message will come live and direct from the Yoruba world media, and we're looking forward to that very soon. When I don't know, don't ask me. Okay? I don't have an idea. I urge all my Yoruba people to read it. Read it. Òyìnbó ló fi kọ́ lóòótọ́. Bí ẹ bá lè wọ ẹni tó lè bá yín ṣe àyàngbífọ̀ ẹ̀, please do so. Kò sẹ́ni kankan níbi tí a dé ní Nàìjíríà nísìn tí kò lè sọ pé òun ò tí go through document kan tó wá ní English rí in the last 60 years tí Nàìjíríà ti operate. Lóòótọ́, this document should have been also in Yoruba, but for now, èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ló ṣì wà. If taban ẹni tó ní skills, mo bàbá wa kan pè mí, I gave him this document, and this is how we have not been very active as people. Àwọn máa bá wa ṣe sí Yorùbá bí ẹ lọ máa ṣe lọ́la. Àwọn náà lọ ní taban ní document tó fi translate. This is the skills that some of you have, but because à ń dúró pé kẹ́nìkan ṣe nǹkan kan, everybody has a role to play. By now, ó yẹ kí a ti translate ẹ̀sìn wa kí bàbá kí tó yẹ wá bẹ̀yìn. This is our responsibility. Ẹni tó bá study Yoruba, tó mọ Yoruba dáadáa, by now this document should have been converted to, lè fi Google translate it because wọ́n ní Google nígbà míì nǹkan kátàkátà ló máa ń sọ. But I'll leave that for now. It's in English. How you translate it, I don't know. You would have to go and find out that yourself. I can't help you on that. I have tried and we are still working. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan yìn mí because I ti gba country wa. Tá bá délé lérí lágbára Ọlọ́run, èyí tí ẹ bá fẹ́ ṣe fún wa ládùúrà ní kankan ẹ̀hẹ́. But for now, until the job is done, the job is not done. Yoruba Nation is not on social media. We are not yet a country, but we pray and look forward to be a country. Nobody can stop it. It does not matter how powerful they are in the world. It is too late. Eni musobe, it is just too late. Even if it is a 1%, Motifuni breakdown, 30 million Yoruba people are ready to forge ahead in Yoruba land. 25 million do not understand what we're talking about. We are not going to wait for them. 5 million are traitors. They will attack and they will try everything. Gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ní lágbára ló máa fi dá lágbòdù. Bọ́ọ̀ ti gbàgbé pé Ọlọ́run ló ní ẹ̀mí. Èèyàn sùn kò ní jí. Èèyàn jáde ó ní accident. So gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí lọ́kàn yín pé ẹ máa truncate ìrìn àjò yìí, Ọlọ́run á yọ ẹ̀mí kúrò lára yín. It doesn't matter who you are. Gbogbo ẹni tó ní ibi tí bàbá Kítóyè at 90 support ẹ ràn lọ́wọ́ bó ẹ fẹ́ truncate ìrìn àjò Ọlọ́run tó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá á yọ ẹ̀mí kúrò lára yín á sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ kò ń ṣépè because 30 million Yoruba people can form a country till the remaining bá náà wọ́n ti ready. Nigeria died long time ago and we are not ready to renew Nigeria. Kò sílùú kankan tó ń bọ̀ wá ràn yín lọ́wọ́ o. We are going to help ourselves. Kò sílùú kankan tó ń bọ̀ wá bá ẹnì kankan pé àwọn máa wá gbèjà yín. Wọ́n ń gbèjà ara wọn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ìjà ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ in multiple countries for different reasons. But n tí mo mọ̀ dájú ni pé wọ́n náà ọmọ tó bá ṣípá ẹ bá mi parí òwe yẹn àgbàlagbà ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò mọ̀wé pa even though pa ti wà ní homeland. Yorùbá tí à ń sọ yìí kò dán mọ́rán tó 27 years nílùú òyìnbó kò easy. Gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni èèyàn ni ẹranko ni àǹjọ̀nú ni oṣó ni àjẹ́ ni pásítọ̀ ni babaláwo ni àfáà ni oníṣègùn ni ló bá sọ pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ní délẹ̀ lérí Ọlọ́run á yọ ẹ̀mí kúrò lára yín. Kò sí whoever you are. I urge you all, my Yoruba people, to read it. Read it. Eka. And I urge you to endeavor to bring the benefit of his or her speciality to bear on his own various points. Over 33 content ló wà nínú ẹ̀. This movement has gone past the stage you might be thinking. I will leave it like that. My túbọ̀ ẹ̀kan lẹ́ǹkan sí. I urge all Yoruba people to read it. I urge each to endeavor to bring the benefit of his or her own speciality to bear any of his various points. In its totality, this manifesto from those of us who are fighting our sovereign nation, it is not meant for everybody. Kò ń ṣe fún gbogbo yàn. But fún wọn tó gbà tó dúró lórí pé lótìtọ́ ìntàgbédání lótìtọ́ ìntà ń béèrè fún lótìtọ́ ìntí a fẹ́ torí ẹ̀ béèrè fún freedom wa lọ wá bó ṣe máa rí dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì kò tọ́jú ẹ̀ pamọ́ sọ́wọ́ tó bá lè print ẹ̀ kò ṣe tó bá cost ẹ̀ print ẹ̀ kò tọ́jú ẹ̀ pamọ́ sọ́wọ́. Baba Kítóyè will explain further to us at the appropriate time. In its totality, this is a manifesto, and you now see why it is important. This is a manifesto. Afigba country. Okay. Taba Afigba country. Kí ni nǹkan tí a fẹ́ lọ ṣe tá bá dénú country ọ̀hún? Ǹjẹ́ a sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa n ta máa ṣe tá bá débẹ̀? Kí ni expectation? Irú ìjọba wo la fẹ́ ṣe? Irú àǹfààní wo ló máa jẹ́ fún èmi àti ìwọ? Ǹjẹ́ ó wọ́n tẹ̀ pé kí a dìde àbí ká sì sùn? Torí 25 million Yoruba people bí ṣe sọ níjẹta wọ́n ṣe wà lójú oorun. Àwọn 25 yìí tó wà lójú oorun yìí kò wù wọ́n kó wà lójú oorun àmọ́ the current system kò fún wa ní access láti jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ òkodo ọ̀rọ̀. kò fún wa ní access láti deliver the future tó ti kọjá future táwọn wà nínú ẹ̀ nísìn tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà. The future of Nigeria died. Èèyàn kan béèrè lọ́wọ́ pé báwo làwọn ṣe máa print ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá ti ní document yẹn lọ́wọ́, tẹ́ ní printer lọ́wọ́, you can print it at home. Ẹni tó ní printer, tẹ́ bá lọ sí anywhere around the world, tẹ́ bá wà, internet cafe ni, printing shop ni, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá jẹ́ àgbàlagbà, ẹni káwọn ọmọ yín tó ń print, tó ń mọ bó ṣe ń print nǹkan, ẹni kọ́ bá yín print document yìí kó wà lọ́wọ́ yín. Mo fẹ́ compare pẹ̀lú any book torí pé a fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa fi ẹ̀mí wọn sí pé eléyìí ta tún ní kẹ́ lọ ṣe yìí a fẹ́ link ẹ̀ mọ́ religion, kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú religion. It's our manifesto and it has messages inside. So printing it is the most easiest thing to do. How do we print it? Tẹ́ bá ní printer nílé, tẹ́ bá send ẹ̀ sí printer, á printer jáde. Ẹni tó ní printer nílé, ó easy fún yín tó bá fi sínú dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì email sí email, tẹ́ bá send ẹ̀ sí email èèyàn, kódà tẹ́ bá send ẹ̀ sí WhatsApp èèyàn, àwọn á mọ báyìí máa print ẹ̀. Reason ni pé ta ṣe ní kẹ́ print ẹ̀ ni pé it becomes something tó wà tó ṣe feel lọ́wọ́. Tó bá wà lórí fóònù yín náà ẹ máa feel ẹ̀, but yàtọ̀ ni pé kò wà bí paper document. N tí mò ń sọ ó yé wa. N tí yàn print jáde tó wà lórí fóònù yàn, orí fóònù mo ti ń kà nísìn. Èmi ò ní copy lọ́wọ́ báyìí, but copy mi wà ní ọwọ́ mi, but kò sí lọ́wọ́ mi níbí báyìí. So that is what I'm explaining. It is one of the most easiest thing. Printing is just printing like a paper, printing a document. Torí àǹfààní àwọn tí wọ́n gbọ́ àgbọ́yé ibi tí mò ń sọ yẹn. The last paragraph, ká tó wá sáré go through content ẹ̀, ká tó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrìn àjò program wa. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn backend team mi pé Mr. Koiki, nígbà tẹ́ ti ní ẹ̀ fi ṣe nínú ilé àkókò mọ reason lọ́ba bá mi tan coil pé káwọn mosquito tó ń káàkiri bàbá ìlú òyìnbó kó má bàa jẹ mí. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o, mo mọ̀ lóore ẹ̀yin backend team wa tẹ́ ń ṣètọ́jú fún mi. Ọlọ́run bá ń tọ́jú ẹ̀yin náà. Àìníṣe lásán, àṣeyọrí ni gbogbo a máa ṣe. In its totality, this is a manifesto from those of us who are fighting for our sovereign nation, our independent Yoruba country, separate from Nigeria. In tó ń ṣàlàyé fún wa ni pé ẹni tó believe nípa Yoruba nation, website tẹ́ máa ti rí òun náà ni koikimedia.com àbí koikimediainternationalnews.com. Ó wà straightforward láti tètè rí lórí Koiki Media International. Tẹ́ bá ti ń follow, tẹ́ bá lọ sórí Facebook wa nísìn, gbogbo link táwọn ọmọ yẹn post pé news blog ẹ̀yẹn click lé lórí, kẹ́ lọ sí landing page ẹ̀ tó ẹ rí Yorùbá people, ẹ click lórí ẹ̀, ẹ rí document ẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Ó wà straightforward. Ẹni tó bá ti lọ sórí website wa rí, ẹ bá Yorùbá people nínú àwọn pages yẹn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tí wọ́n bá wọnú website, home page wà, nínú home page ó ní sport, ó ní this, ó ní that, but ìtọ́kọ Yorùbá people sí, tẹ́ bá click lé lórí lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ á gbé information yẹn jáde fún yín, ẹ dẹ̀ download ẹ̀. So tẹ́ bá lọ sórí Facebook wa nísìn, gbogbo Facebook wa àti Twitter wa, ojoojúmọ́, kódà tí bá ní kí n lọ wo Facebook wa nísìn, kí n kàn fún yín ní as an example lórí Koiki Media, kí ni the last post táwọn ọmọ wa post, àwọn ọmọ yín náà ni, torí pé ẹ̀yin náà lọ ṣiṣẹ́ fún, kò ṣe mí. Tàbá ní ká lọ wo nísìn, the last post yàtọ̀ sí live tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn, òun ni 2 hours ago tó sọ pé 6 European nations reject any demographic or territorial change in Gaza. Koikimedia internationalnews.com òun ló wà wájú mi. tí bá click lé lórí nísìn on load by mo lè ní kó wá lọ ṣe ní open an external browser agbé mi kúrò lórí Facebook. So this is what that page looks like. Very straightforward. It brings you to this platform tó ń pè ní Koikimedia. Lórí Koikimedia nísìn ibì kan wà níbẹ̀, like I said, mo kọ síbẹ̀, I did this specifically made it for that purpose. Ṣé ti rí kó ní different ẹ bá ti dé ẹ̀rí home, about, African news, blog, contact, FAQ, Koikimedia social media, Koikimedia YouTube, my account, portfolio, sport, world news. Èyí tẹ́yìn need ni wọ́n máa kọ síbẹ̀ Yoruba people. Ẹ bá click lórí Yoruba people yẹn, even from your phone, this is it right there. Kò need kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó le, but ẹ mọ̀ ẹni tí ó nìkan ṣe á wá nǹkan tó máa ṣe yẹn by fire by force. So straightforward ni mo ti ṣàlàyé ẹ̀, òun ló wà ń bẹ̀, and you click on download, it downloads straight to your mobile phone. Tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ download it, you can then take it straight to your website. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́ gbà kọ́ọ̀lì àmọ́ ẹni tó ń pè wá àdèmọ̀dé tó ṣe ń pè wá fún. Hello.
Hello, brother mi, kálífà o.
A wà lórí ètò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Ṣé fi dá sí ni, ṣé ń gbé ètò lọ́wọ́ ni àbí nǹkan mi lè pè mí fún torí mo live.
No, okay, call me mo pè é fún okay, all right, that's after program I pray live.
This is 10 o'clock. Iṣẹ́ tí ẹ gbélé mi lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn. Tí fóònù yóò bá wà off, bó ṣe máa ring throughout tí lè máa fi mọ́ nìyẹn. Am I tired of it? No. It's the nature of the work. It is a lot to consume. Ẹni tó pè yóò tẹ̀ gbọ́ broadcast. In tó pè fún, I don't know. And this is 21:54 p.m. Àwọn expect pé yẹ kémi sùn, kí ni mo fẹ́ sùn fún? Ìbé mi mo ní bàbá Yorùbá nation ni mí. This is the task. Tí wọ́n tó ń rò pé ó easy. Tó bá easy ni, you take it as well and start doing it. So mo kí gbogbo lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, the task. Ìyá wa kan ti send message wa nísìn, wọ́n náà máa support 100k straight away àti ní 100,000 ó kù 900. Bàbá ara àwọn tó bá send message náà bẹ́ẹ̀ wá àfún yín ní update. Tílẹ̀ bá máa fi mọ́, tí bá I don't know how busy I will be because of my traveling, but my update wa in the morning. Tó wọ́n yẹn bá pé wá pick it up lọ́la, àdé ṣe program pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ lọ́la yẹn náà. I can assure us that it's going to be a lot of work because of my movement, and I'm sure you don't need to know my movement. Àfi alábòde èèyàn lá máa bèrè pé níbo ló ń rìn sí. I'm sure nobody needs to know that for security reasons and many reasons. But mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìyá wa, so màá confirm account number yẹn fún yín nísìn, màá send ẹ̀ sí yín. Wọ́n wò mí báyìí, wọ́n ní Koiki àwọn máa take the first bulk, àwọn fún wa ní 100,000. So now mo fẹ́ ká tètè padà. Màá ṣí phone line, bó jẹ́ kí n land, màá dúpẹ́, màá kí yín. Another call. Mo busy nísìn, mo busy nísìn, mo wà lórí live nísìn, mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó disturb me. Mo busy nísìn, mo wà lórí live. So má tún pè nísìn for now, mo busy. Gbogbo message tó bá fẹ́ give me jẹ́ kó dọ̀la. Mo wà lórí live báyìí nísìn, torí tó bá tún pè mí after this, màá block ẹ̀. Mo ti sọ fún ẹ nísìn, mo wà live, mo ń deliver message tó wà important. Àwọn ọmọ mi náà ni. Okay, ìyàwó ẹni Koiki, àwọn ti sán, and I can go in and I can confirm it, and I can tell us that adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Wọ́n ti ní kí n má dárúkọ àwọn, definitely I will not. Àwọn tó ń ṣe wọ́n ní, okay, mo lè confirm pé 300,000 ti wà l'account mi báyìí, because 5,000 naira ló wà l'account mi tẹ́lẹ̀. Mo sọ fún pé àlówó lọ́wọ́ bó ṣe ń wọlé là ń ná, bọ̀ ilé nísìn kò ṣe é ná torí owó mi kọ́. Mo lè confirm pé èèyàn mẹ́ta ti send 100,000 wọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ ní kí n dárúkọ. 300,000 ti wà l'account wa. Ẹ need me. Kí wá? Ọ̀dà. Okay. Ẹ̀yin gbádùn ọ̀rọ̀ mi. So mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ èèyàn mẹ́ta wọ́n fún mi ní authority kí n dárúkọ wọn bó mo lè sọ fún wa pé àti ní 300,000 ó kù 700,000 ẹ má sọ mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó máa pick yẹn so ó máa kù 700,000 so ó ṣeé ṣe pé first thing láàárọ̀ ọ̀la máa deliver drone yẹn fún wa so ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀síwájú torí àìtí parí ọ̀rọ̀ ibi tí bàbá ní kí n direct message sí lálẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé bàbá kọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ rán mi iṣẹ́ kí èmi tó jíṣẹ́ ara mi but mo kọ́kọ́ jíṣẹ́ ara mi kí n tó jíṣẹ́ bàbá torí bàbá ò ní kí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ drone bàbá kí tó yẹ kàn ló ní pé kí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ drone Koikimedia ló mọ̀ pa ní the drone èèyàn náà ti pè mí pé a ní the drone mo dẹ̀ ti ní kó lọ check ẹ̀ àwọn staff mi ló tún wá rán mi létí pé ṣé mo mọ̀ pé èmi náà mo ní ó ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ àmọ́jọ́ ṣé mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ drone mo ní mo ti ṣe mo ní ti bá máa ṣe program lálẹ́ yìí máa fi ṣe priority which is exactly what I'm doing so mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn mẹ́ta ó kó èèyàn méje like I said tí ó bá lé màá sọ iye tó lé fún wa àdẹ́ fi sọ pé òkè kí lẹ́ka tó ṣe sí but drone yẹn ni priority for now so just to close on this message of the good news and the path to prosperity in its totality this is a manifesto kí ni wọ́n ń pè ní manifesto àgbọ́yìnbó bàbá kí tó yẹ ló gbọ́yìnbó àwọ̀ lọ sí school ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré lọ wo meaning in tó ń pè ní manifesto tàbá ní manifesto meaning ẹ̀.
Manifesto.
èmi máa ń like kí n sọ lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta.
Manifesto.
tàbá sọ pé.
Manifesto.
Is a very important word that has been abused by the Nigerian government. Mo bẹ̀ máa rò pé Yoruba nation tí a fẹ́ wọnú ẹ̀ nǹkan kan wà tí àwa diaspora ta máa ń ṣe ta bá wálé a máa ń lose a little bit. Africa ni mo wà, Nigeria mo wà. It is out of conscious. Torí a fi pé kò ṣe pé ìlú yẹn ò ní òfin but lawless òfin ló ní torí pé òfin tí Nigeria ń lò it is not with the people gbogbo alamọ yẹn. But when the politicians are coming out, they always come out with manifesto. But how many of us have had their manifesto as pamphlet? Every reason that ṣe ni kẹlẹ mú manifesto ìdánisọ́wọ́ because only a lot of job to face it. But ǹjẹ́ a mọ meaning manifesto ẹ jẹ́ kí mi ṣàlàyé fún yín so that kí a lè jọ ní understanding ẹ̀ kí a lè jẹ́ mọ important ẹ̀ in tó ń pè ní manifesto. Mo bẹ̀ wá ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi gbọ́ lé share button. Mo bẹ̀ wá torí Ọlọ́run. Let's hear it one more time.
Manifesto.
Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
Manifesto.
One more time.
Manifesto.
A public declaration of policy and aims, especially one issued before an election by a political party or candidate. Now, we are not a political party. We are not contesting for any election in that contraction. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè contest election in Nigeria that can deliver anything. You'll be fooling yourself. The purpose of Nigeria is a fraud. And whatever any manifesto they are presenting itself is a fraud. But somebody might also say, but the Yoruba nation, is a fraud. No, because you have not experienced it yet. What you experienced before was what we know as a regional government, and that was not a fraud. How many people understand that? We inter experience, whether me, whether on baba wa tẹ́lẹ̀ ni àwọn ìyá wa tẹ́lẹ̀ ni, intergbot ni pé inti wo enjoy ti manifesto ẹ sọ pé welfareism, education, industrialization, òun là ń pè ní regional government. After that, kò sí nǹkankan tó ń jẹ́ manifesto nílẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ́ tí wọ́n fi ṣe government for 26 years. So má ti compare pé Yoruba nation fraud ni, because some of you are using that word, not our tí a believe in it, but àwọn kan ń lò ó pé wọ́n fi ń jalè ni, wọ́n fi olè ní ìrọ́lẹ̀ ń pa, but ó ṣe fún wa ní opportunity ká kọ́kọ́ experience ẹ̀ náà kó tó wá condemn ẹ̀. But ìwọ kọ́ la fẹ́ blame, a fẹ́ blame ọba wa tí ó mọ̀ pé manifesto tó ń lò táwọn olóṣèlú ń lò kò lè deliver ṣìngbá, kò lè deliver the kind of policy. Ẹ máa gbọ́ tán máa sọ policy, policy. The question is, kí ni policy Tinubu nísìn? I don't want to go into that area now because mo fẹ́ ká lose plot. But when people hear manifesto, manifesto, a political party. Yoruba Nation is not a political party. It is a movement that is moving from stage to stage. Kí la fẹ́ achieve? That is why I keep saying that this should not be a sentimental movement. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan dẹ̀ ń ṣe politics o. Ó dẹ̀ promise mi lówó. Ṣé tá bá wá gba Yoruba Nation yìí nísìnyí àbí tí bá lọ ń ṣe Yoruba Nation? Ṣẹ́gbọ́n, when we remove sentiment, we would achieve this movement that would then come out from movement to become a government. And from a government, we will form a political party. But if we are trying to put ourselves as, àwọn kan ìtí ready, àwọn kan máa ready, tó bá ready yẹn lájọ máa wá fọwọ́ papọ̀, it is a lie. Àfìgbà country nìyẹn. That means pé gbogbo wa, èmi ò fẹ́ wà in that bracket. Èmi ò mọ maths dáadáa, but when you start putting equation, gbogbo yín lè lè automatically mọ̀ ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ta ló fẹ́ Yorùbá country, ta ló fẹ́? Need láti ṣe máa sọ pé àwọn Yorùbá world media nìkan, I keep saying Yorùbá world media, àwọn tá a jọ ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. Majority of the people at home are still against this Yorùbá nation. Mo dẹ̀ ti fi wọn sí bracket of 25 million. If 30 million can supersede 25 million, then what are we talking about? We forge ahead and we deliver the manifesto for these 25 million and convince them and say, look, and you can hold people accountable based on the manifesto. Tinubu, when you were coming to power in 2023, most of you don't have their manifesto. Èmi gan ní APC manifesto. Àfi tí bá ṣe lọ wà lórí internet. Do you have their manifesto? So how do you want to hold the government accountable and responsible when you don't even have the manifesto? Ẹ má bínú pé mo sọ òyìnbó. Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ hold them accountable? So the word
Manifesto
is a very important, but the simple word for it is that a written statement declaring publicly the intentions and the motives of the views of his issuer. Ta ló issue manifesto tí mò ń sọ yìí? Professor Adebanji Akintoye. I hope now you want to download it now, because the man can download it. Kí la fi download it fún? Because I might understand background ibi tí mò ń bọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. A written statement. The written statement is the good news to path to prosperity. A written statement can be given to even ẹni tó disagree pé wọ́n náà fẹ́ ṣe rally. Mama dáwọn yẹn lóhùn. Àwọn ló fẹ́ ṣe rally. Tí Tinubu bá bá wọn mú, wọ́n ti gbàgbé pé Tinubu kọ́ ló lẹ̀mí ara ẹ̀. Àwọ̀ tí àgbàdúrà ikú fún, but òun kọ́ ló lẹ̀mí ara ẹ̀, òun dẹ̀ kọ́ ló nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Even gan Tinubu fúnra rẹ̀ gan question mark wà lórí orí ẹ̀, just like Nigeria. But let's leave it like that. So tẹ́ bá sọ fún wa pé ṣé wọ́n ti sọ fún Tinubu? Who the hell is Tinubu tá máa sọ fún? And I say the word, who the hell is he? Tinubu kọ́ ló nílẹ̀ Yorùbá now. Okay, ṣé Tinubu lè capture gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá? Kò lè capture gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, even with the formation of the current security in Nigeria. But I don't want to talk about that. What we need to do right now at this final stage is to go out there and tell our people from the south of Ilorin, down to Kogi, Ondo State, Ekiti State, Osun State, to all the local government and present to them ìdí pàtàkì tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ dúró. If we can do that, then we can work hand in hand to help this movement. So the word
Manifesto.
Taba sọ pé
Manifesto.
manifesto is very, very important. It is unique. A written manifesto is a statement declaring publicly the intentions, motives, and views of the issuer. Now, let me quickly play this. I watched this and I was asking myself, in just serious, when we talk about the kind of people that operate within Nigeria, ẹ farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ gbọ́ inti argument tí arákùnrin tó present as one of those that you might ask, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ insecurity in the land, but this is how he was able to tell us when he was speaking on Arise Television. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tí bàbá ẹ̀ tí ó sọ, and you will start to understand the reason why Nigeria failed as a country, and it is not likely to work. And if you're still in that bracket that it's going to work, you are wasting your bloody hell time because it is too late. It might be because the internet connectivity is not a little bit as strong because we are on the move. But ejeki toba load my play. So going back to the word manifesto, this was, some of you must have watched it, but just for those that have not watched it, his name is Senator Jimoh Ibrahim from Ondo South. This is what he said. I think it's clear now.
National Security Summit. Yes. He said the Senate should not waste money in a conference. They should strengthen their oversight of the security sector and enhance accountability. What is your response?
My response is that you need legitimacy of decision. The Senate we are 109. We don't claim to have monopoly of wisdom. As President and Senate President is, he gives right to everybody to talk. Security matter. It might be even your guidance, but you're not answering me. I'm asking you now.
I want us to listen to a Yoruba senator talking about security.
The Megan in your house may have better opinion than you concerning how the house is being secured. You cannot dispense and say their opinion doesn't matter. No. In security, we get a lot of information and intelligence reports. So you cannot say, don't waste money, go and do oversight for you. Oversight what? We're talking about national security. You are saying there's no oversight army and police, and that will give you a result of security. I am a blunt person. I confront the brutal facts.
This is not the one that I saw. The one I saw was on Instagram, but Mulowo Twitter. This is not trending. Even though these are the kind of message that should be trending more far than any other thing. But what the Nigerian media are doing is that they pick cherries in Tofeka Onyogbo. Yes, I have it now. I knew I listened to it on the on Teba Losori Linda KG. Was just another part of what he said. But and ask me now, Kini manifesto APC sọ nípa security ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ilẹ̀ Igbo, ilẹ̀ Hausa, and the whole of Nigeria. Ẹ̀gbọ́n Senator Ibrahim Jimoh, a representative representing us from Ondo South. Ẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ.
We are now on the 5th month, first week of the 5th month. You didn't put the studio together in 1 week or in 1 month. I know how many years Udoka have been working to put this place.
Yeah, but before...
So just a minute, I didn't
okay, go on. Sorry, go on.
Now, the issue is that you cannot say President passed the budget in January, and then end of April, you expect that everybody should be secured. It doesn't work. 2021.
Torí òyìnbó tó ń sọ, ó ní Tinubu pass budget ní January. Àwa expect kí security were active by April. Argument it here. these are the lies embedded in the manifesto. Ìwọ tó ń sọ pé fraud nation. Tí jẹ́ ká lo manifesto yìí náà. Ìwọ tẹ̀ fún wa ní privilege kí bàbá Akíntóyè àtàwọn tọ́jọ́ fi ṣe àtiwọ́ kí a deliver manifesto yìí for 1 year going to 2 years tí Tinubu náà ti ń ṣe manifesto tiẹ̀ under the government of APC tó ń sọ báyìí fẹ́mi àti ẹ̀ gbọ́n kan tó sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
It was 2020. We are still 2025. You know, we are not finished. We are not even halfway into 2025. And you will agree with me that if you have asked me this question this year, 2025, I will have a different answer. But we are just on the 5th month of 2025, first week, and you are already giving an assessment of the president about security policies. So, in other words, a student coming to study BSc security, and year one, you have said that he's a failed student. That is not right. So, that's not fair. What I'm telling you,
it's year 2.
Year 2. Year 1.5. It's not year 2. Year 2 is May.
It's not 1.5.
You know, so whatever with 1.9.5.
29 is 3 weeks. It's almost
3 weeks. Yes, a lot. But let me say this to Nigerians. It is not that if the president or the Senate is not, sharing whatever pains that arise from insecurity. And that is why the president even went to Castina and made his statement about what is going on there. And that is why security policy is bringing a lot of results. But let me tell you, before Asuwaju Bola Ahmed who came to office, you assessed the security situation. And you give him 1.9 months, 1 year, 9 months, or whatever it is, or 2 years approximately, to resolve this problem in 350 million Nigerians, 36 states, 776 local governments. Now, we are the...
Now, Sherry, these are the points that I want us to raise. Taba argue pẹ̀lú àwọn onísìn. Only number one, what inflates numbers again? All we know before was Nigeria is 200 million. Egboton to so 350 million. I don't know where he got that statistics from. Let's work with that 350 million. We have 774 local governments. And the government cannot protect us. The government failed its constitutional right based on a manifesto that the government brought in 2023 to tell Nigerians that we will protect, we will defend this territory, but that territory has now been let loose. Whether Fulani kidnap you or not, the insecurity has collapsed the Yoruba economy as we know today. The reason why the Yoruba economy is not functioning is part of the insecurity. So it's not about any lossy family. We're talking about goods that is meant to go from Lagos down all the way down to the other side of Ondo State. Cannot get there as it used to be due to the insecurity. So when Senator Ibrahim Jimo argue, 2 years is not enough for Tinubu to protect us. Now, it shows that a manifesto that the APC presented was a fraud. So, it's still right. Láti máa sọ pé Yoruba nation tí wọ́n gbé dání yẹn pé fraud ni, Yoruba nation tí wọ́n ṣe yẹn pé kò ní any iota of truth. Because we have not run a government yet, but we are hoping to run a government anytime when the appropriate time. And I'm trying to be very careful with my words because declare Yoruba nation. What we are saying is that the rally is the next stage, and that is what is going to happen. The next stage is we have done many stages in this movement. We have done a lot of consultation. Oh boy, any release press statement Yoruba nation. They can't do it because they would automatically be disrespected more in Yoruba land. So Oba, you don't know, because I would tell Baba Akíntóyè to release the information to the public. Ọba tó ní wọn gbọ́ pé wọ́n ń ṣe Yorùbá nation ẹni Koiki sọ pé kó jáde nínú statement pé èmi o ọba báyìí o gbé Yorùbá nation wá consult me. So it shows that this movement has gone from stages to stages, And the next stage is for us, from the leader, to come out and do what? Defend that movement. So téèyàn kan bá wá ní òun ò ní understanding ẹ̀, màá rí wáìn kìíní lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí without any interruption àti ní idea nǹkan tó ń sọ. Ó ń defend the manifesto APC tóun náà jẹ́ member. You know why? Mo lọ ka comment, just like you will know. Òun ní security now. Ẹ sọ fún Senator Ibrahim Jimoh pé bí ilẹ̀ ṣe ṣúná ilẹ̀ tẹ̀tí ṣújú lálẹ́ yìí kì máa ní kó tẹ́ ẹni tó bá di 5 láàárọ̀ ọ̀la kó gbéra láti Àbújá kó máa bọ̀ Londo State kó drive rẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe pé kankan máa ṣe bọ̀ kó kọ̀ drive rẹ̀ nìkan kó lè experience in tèmi àti ẹ̀ tá à experience on a daily basis. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló ń kidnap náà ẹ kóun náà try ẹ̀ bóyá wọ́n máa wá kidnap ẹ̀ láàrin Kogi àbí nínú Ondo níbi tó ti kidnap Ọ̀jájú ni. So these individuals doesn't come home, and when they come home, even if they're going to drive down, they move with multiple security. Kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n wà important as that, because this guy will come to UK like many of them have done in the past. And we do know that when they arrive in the UK or go to America, they don't have any security escort. You know why? Because ìlú tó ń lọ yẹn ó guarantee life wọn. Not that pé kò sí problem láwọn ìlú yẹn, but ó sì fún wọn ní guarantee pé tó bá wọlé o, tó máa fi jáde, a lè protect yín, a lè defend yín from going into the dangers. But kò mí pé àwọn ìlú yẹn wọ́n ní crime nínú bẹ̀. But we are talking about the insecurity. So what I'm trying to explain to us, the importance of the document. Because all these politicians continue to defend Nigeria, knowing fully well that Nigeria failed every single one of us. And there's no point if you are still one of those that agree with such a nonsense manifesto that Nigeria will be great. Nigeria failed to be great yesterday. Nigeria, we have raised 500,000. Mo kàn fẹ́ fún iná update because àwọn tó send owó mo kàn sáré wo account yẹn ni torí wá fẹ́ wá Koiki update our money. We have raised 500,000 of the money we are looking for. Again, I have not seen the receipt. I have not known who they are, but definitely àwọn tó ń gbọ́ mi náà ni. You know yourself. Èmi kọ́ lẹ́ ń ṣe fún. I am doing this for my own self and the future of the Yoruba people and my children. So gbogbo olúkálùkù wa ló ní different role. Yes, it's not convenient for me. Kí n jókòó sínú mosquito, oríṣiríṣi nǹkan láti fi para pé kí mosquito má bàjẹ́ mi is normal. Kí n tó travel dé mo ti ra gbogbo àwọn kan yẹn wá. But what about those that doesn't have the same as ẹlòmíì ò lè tán coil? Coil lẹ́rìn tó ń lọ ní àtàrọ̀ nísìn, coil ni. Ẹlòmíì ò lè tán coil because ó ti wà expensive. Coil lè tẹ̀ ń wò yìí. Bó ṣe jẹ́ coil yìí, o lè máa wò pé kí ni mo wọ̀ sọ́wọ́, mosquito ni. In tí mo wọ̀ sọ́wọ́ yìí, UK ni mo ti mú wá. Bí mosquito bá ṣe ń súnmọ́ mi báyìí tó bá ń gbọ̀n a máa sá. How many of our people can? This is why we are saying that we have the privilege. I can live in Africa for many months and I will má dé lo anti-malaria. Má dé padà. Kò mí pé mosquito ò ní jẹ mí. But the chances pé kí mosquito ló jẹ mí, wò, èyí tí mo ti fi nu ara òun lélẹ̀. Mo kàn túmọ̀ mọ́ gbèsè gbẹ́ mi ni. Mosquito. Àwọn òyìnbó ti sorry, when we are sitting here táwọn sọ fẹ́yìn kan pé life táwa ń gbé lọ́hùn a lè come lower to your life kò possible. Because many people are being bitten by mosquito. Ó dẹ̀ ń pààyàn. Malaria ń pààyàn tó o bá tètè treat ẹ̀. Why am I saying all this? Àwọn tó ṣe stage débi pé eléyìí nísìnyí akọ̀ fi inú ẹsẹ̀ mi, ìtọ́ ti spray sí mi lára. Because I said I want to sit outside. Òun mi kì í jókòó síta ni. Eléyìí tí mo wọ̀ nísìnyí, òórùn tó ń jáde lára ẹ̀. Bí mosquito náà dà kó dúró sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi. It is àwọn tó mọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí, àwọn tó ń tà kò ń ṣe tó wọ́n. Tẹ́ bá lọ sí pound shop, but £1 lénìí is about 2,000 plus. 2,000 ẹlòmíì ò tí ì rí fi jẹun bó dẹ̀ ṣe wà ní nísìn lẹ́yìn pé kí n lò tí bá ti lò tán tí bá ti wọlé nísìn wá tún yọ ọba mi pack away. How many people can have this kind of this? So when we are talking about a government that wants to work, in a manifesto let him marry. Don't let anybody fool you. Níbi tá a dé lórí ìrìn àjò yìí. Mo rántí ilé tí mo rà bọ̀ inú pound shop ni mo ti rà. Kódà ojú mi kọ̀ gan ní ẹni at the last minute. Mo ra spray. Mo lè fi wọ̀nyí, mo lè ní kọ́ mo wá kó rí. Why am I saying this? It's not just to sit here and say, no. Kí n wá kí mosquito wá jẹ mi torí pé mosquito ń jẹ wọ́n náà ìwọ ni mosquito fi jẹ tàdé sọ pé a fi stop kí mosquito má bàa jẹ mọ́. Àwa dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn reason that so many things is happening is because how can I live in a country where ìyà ti jà wọ́n náà ìyà burúkú ti jẹ Britain nígbà tí ìyà jẹ wọ́n làwọn náà wá wò pé ibì kan wà tán náà àwọn resources kan táwọn ní ẹ̀yà lọ jí díẹ̀ wà náà ẹ̀jà lọ kó wọn lẹ́rú bàbá lọ ṣe fi kó wọn lẹ́rú táwọn bàbá kan tọ́jọ́ wà nínú ẹ̀ because reason tá a ṣe ń go through gbogbo problem yẹn lẹ́nìí is because àwọn bàbá wa during that time some of them gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ just like bá ṣe ń gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fúnra wa náà lẹ́nìí because why does it have to take long to get a country? It's because we are facing many people that doesn't want to accept the truth. And if people doesn't want to accept the truth, there will be confrontation. And we are trying everything to make sure that there's no confrontation. But àwọn kan tí wá tún wá wà àárín wa tó ń pè ní Fúlàní, they are ready to fight. Mo fẹ́ ká gbọ́ fídíò yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí without any more interruption. Ẹ má worry nípa ẹran tó ń ṣe fàájì ẹ̀ lọ́nbẹ̀ yẹn. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, we started this broadcast with only a 5,000 naira in my account. I can confirm as at now, with the broadcast just under 1 hour, 20 minutes, 500,000 have been raised. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kémi wá jáde kí wọ́n máa sọ fún yín pé a fẹ́ raise owó fún yàn kan tó sick. No, not that we can't raise money for somebody that is sick. But how many people do I want to be raising money for? I need a government that is working as quickly as possible. It is possible, it is doable. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń wá against it, ẹ jẹ́ mẹ̀kúnnù. This is the time that you will need to rise up. Mosquito ò lè jẹ mí níbi tí mo jókòó sórí gbogbo environment mo wà báyìí mo ti secure ẹ̀ pa wọ́n kọ́ máa lọ round ni wọ́n ò lè débi báyìí mo ń lo local coil mo lo èyí tí mo mú wá láti UK mo ti lo oríṣiríṣi mo ti gbé sára tó bá dẹ̀ tí wá padà tẹ̀ jẹ mí màá tún lówó ra oògùn tí máa lò sí lára mo ti mú dé. So many people are dying for all these and this is what pains the diaspora. This is why the diaspora are saying, how can a senator tó jẹ́ kó represent wa ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. So far, 5 people have given us half of what we want. The remaining 5, I'm waiting for you. Ọlọ́run àbúyìn láṣìírí. I can release the money, they can go and pick it up. Tó bá pé, I'll just send the money tonight. And they'll go first thing in the morning, they'll pick it up and we will deliver it to everyone. And we can secure that as an important gadget that will also be used towards when our outing is finally out there in the public.
I'm seeing the end of the day are now on the 5th. First week of the 5th month. You didn't put the studio together in 1 week or in 1 month. I know how many years Udoka have been working to put this place.
Yeah, but before...
So what you taught me, I didn't
okay, go on. Sorry, go on.
Now the issue is that you cannot say President passed the budget in January and then end of April, you expect that everybody should be secured. It doesn't work. 2020, we are still in 2025. Yeah. You know, we are not finished. We are not even halfway into 2025. And you will agree with me that if you have asked me this question December 2025, I will have a different answer. But we are just on the 5th month of 2025, first week, and you are already giving an assessment of the president. about security policies. So in other words, a student coming to study BSc security and year one you have said that is a failed student. That is not right. So that's not fair. What I'm telling you, what I told you,
it's year two.
Year two. Yeah. Year 1.5. It's not year two. Year two is May.
Well, it's not 1.5.
You know, so whatever 1.9.5.
29 is 3 weeks away. So it's almost
3 weeks. Yes, a lot. But let me say this clearly to the Nigerians: it is not that if the president or the Senate is not, sharing whatever pains that arise from insecurity. And that is why the president even went to Castina and made far-reaching statements about what is going on there. And that is why security policy is bringing a lot of results. But let me tell you, before Asiwaju Bola Ahmed who came to office, you assessed the security situation. And you give him 1.9 months, 1 year, 9 months, or whatever it is, or 2 years approximately, to resolve this problem in 350 million Nigerians, 36 states, 776 local governments. Now, we at the Senate, and under the leadership of the Senate President, we are trying to say, let's help. Let's help.
Well,
just a minute. Yeah. Let's help to make sure that we discuss all these. Let Nigerians gather and discuss all of these. Yeah. So that everybody will bring their own solution. Again, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is Chief Security Officer, but you are also security officer to yourself. Yeah. So we want to create that mentality that you also hold Nigeria responsibility, of your
Mukofe briefing sile. They always go back to London. Temitiwa is going to talk about London now. I'm just briefing you. Toba soro London to. Mawa be now question kan. If that can be relevant in the current structure of Nigeria, Timo wo gbogbo neighbors wa nisin. Tá bá máa sọ pé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká jẹ́ olówó kan láàrin olóṣì. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ nípa London.
Security.
Right. Well, you made that point. Can I come in here?
Just a minute. So I will add up that point.
Right.
You cannot have the studio and not have cameras. Could the police can come tomorrow and extract information from? You do know in England, ordinary shops have TVC cameras where police go there and random to extract information. All these things have to be collected and centralized.
Now, it's good. I can have CCTV right here. Koda, the technology says I can control it. Etiku, not to be on you. What you try? What you try to? These are what you need to understand. Okay, ocean in life there. When we're out in the dark, you must think about how you want to be in the light. Now, it's talking about CCTV. Oh, yes, CCTV is good. CCTV is fantastic. But can you have a CCTV when you don't have 24 hours electricity supply? Stable. I've been few places. I cannot imagine how many times I'm sitting down and the light keeps tripping off every minute, tripping off. Yes, some have stabilizer, but these have destroyed freezers, fridge, everything in the house. The question is, why are these politicians giving UK as a template where 24 hours, I can monitor if that setup is there, whatever is happening within my surroundings at home, on the phone. But I will have electricity that is working. Just to buttress and bring it back to our manifesto. Nígbà tí màá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀, mo fẹ́ kí mo remind wa nípa ẹ ṣé gan lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti dá sí. From UK, mo ní dárúkọ yín, ẹ wà lára àwọn tí ó send owó sí wa. Mo ti rí receipt yín, ẹ ṣé gan ni àmọ́ lórí. Wọ́n ní for the drone, please don't mention my name. Àti rí 500,000. 2 people have communicated. Tí bá mọ̀ yín mẹ́ta tó kù, it will be very nice. 1, 2, èèyàn márùn ṣá ló ti, okay, èèyàn mẹ́ta ni mo ti rí receipt wọn. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, when Tony Ages, he might not want me to mention, but the Yawani is in Belgium. He has also sent 100,000. He gave me money when I was coming. And we are very grateful. Our Meji Tokuni Koiki, don't mention my name, leave it like that. So Mudukwelowo Egbomi, he has sent his own, and we are very grateful once again. Now, let's remind us about this particular clip. No, not this. I take by the program. Mo fẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ inti bàbá yìí sọ. Ká wá fi compare inti Senator Ibrahim Jimoh sọ. Ká jọ gbé yẹ̀wò.
Fight for our father's land. To jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá, we are Yoruba indigene. Mo fẹ́ bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. I want to talk to you all. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí n bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. And I want you to listen and accept what I'm about to say. Mo náà ti bá abúlé yín, wọ́n ti gbà tán. I said they are already usurping you from your villages all over.
Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń béèrè pé is it the same account? Yes, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹni tó ń béèrè pé Koiki sí lórí Mixlr. Koikimedia is on the move right now. Mo ti sọ fún wa ní London. I will not have the privilege to have all the setup. I'm sure you should understand. Bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan bá tẹ̀ ń rí mi báyìí ní pé arákùnrin tẹ̀ ń gbìyànjú. Ó yẹ kí n máa sùn ni. But it is just something that we love to do. Especially, it's a very important time that ọ̀run gbọ́dọ̀ wà lójú wa lóòótọ́, but a gbọ́dọ̀ lè máa rántí gbogbo wa dẹ̀ ni. Whether it is me, whether it's any of the media, every one of us are doing very well. So, sí lórí Mixlr. Kódà kò ń ṣe pé kò lè ṣeé ṣe lórí phone. You only set it up lórí phone. But right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mobile phones. 1, 2, ó di 7. A wà lórí YouTube méjì, a wà lórí Facebook méjèèjì, a tún wà lórí Twitter. So, mo mọ̀ pé ó wà cheaper fún wa mo ṣe máa ń sọ, but ẹ má bínú. I am not moving with my laptop. And that is the reason why. So, mo apologize lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí fẹ́yìntì wà mí lórí Mixlr. We are not on the Mixlr at least for a couple of days. Tí bá ti padà sórí Mixlr, ẹ̀yin wá ti mọ̀ pa ti wà lórí Mixlr. We are still on the move. So, Benny, they are even planning on increasing the electricity fee. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Presido. Ẹ má bínú, I've not been able to wọ́n ní kí n arrest Dino. Ibo ni mo mọ̀ tí Dino wà. Dino ń jayé arí ẹ̀ ní, is one of the senators that I would say is smart. From what I heard, he invested a lot of his money not in Dubai alone, but he invested his money in not just properties. From what I heard, I don't know how true it is. I think he has a share in one of the McDonald's somewhere around the world. And if you are a senator, Tongba, even 15 million every month, Belu constituency project, all you need to do is just take one of the constituency project, convert it to dollar, and pump the money somewhere. Toba invest $1 million, Sibi Kolale, I can assure you that your returns will be very great. So from what we heard, just like any other senator, we saw Ike Kirima do only 40 houses. Right now he's in the prison, and I hope by the time he comes out, the country would have completely wind down. But the country is not going to wind down if we do not all make the push. And that is going to be where I'll be landing. We are almost 2 hours, and I don't want to push too much. I want to keep it as 2 hours. So I'm going to wind down, but because I want to make it just under 2 hours. But right now, it's over 1 hour, 38 minutes. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àtẹwà lórí ìjókòó. Mo kí ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti wá ń wò pé, okay, tó bá possible, tá bá máa ṣe kíní. What is the system? What is on ground? Yes, you have the right to ask many questions. But ṣe jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ pull structure yẹn down for the dissolution of Nigeria. Èmi àtẹ̀yin àti gbogbo wa, àwa jọ jókòó, àwa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń wo, okay, eléyìí tí bàbá Akíntóyè kọ ní manifesto yìí, bí ànígbà eléyìí o, then it becomes the people and the government. But right now, you are criticizing something when we should first make the war. Wọ́n ní Ògiri Jericho owó. Ògiri Jericho tó wó yẹn kò ń ṣe pé kò wò àwọn èèyàn ló gbìyànjú lójoojúmọ́ ló ń gbá wọ́n dẹ̀ ní alágbẹ̀dẹ tó ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò mọ̀ wípa alágbẹ̀dẹ tó ń ṣe kinní kan tó ń gbábẹ̀ yẹn lójoojúmọ́ tó bá dé stage kan kinní yẹn máa jáde. What many of you have done is just to criticize, put the structure down one way or the other. It is understandable. Kò ń ṣe pé púpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tó ń criticize ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n like Tinubu. Tàbá gba Yorùbá nation ṣé kò ní wá di pé olúkálùkù máa di I heard about this about 2021. I think I've talked about it in the past. Warlord. Some people are concerned. Where I got that information was a meeting that I was attended to attend in 2021. It was online. It was set up by some group of people. It was between certain group of people outside the country, and we were given a few minutes to speak. And they were concerned that the country, but the reason why they're saying that is because interest is one I want you to know, because most people want their own interest. If my interest and your interest is speaking Yoruba Kodaduro, whether you are liberal, you are conservative, Aniki Yoruba Daduro, we can then come together. Conservative at the labor, one barang house. They sit down, they talk. So why can't we first say, for Nigeria more? You want a Nigeria that is not going to give us the future, even though you are not part of the government, whether mechanic in any, but the other reason is because the fear, Koiki, we can't continue to be killing. Okay, I want to politician they are Yoruba people. Maybe we just need to talk to them. Yes, gangster, but we can talk to them. They are humans. They are people like us. Yoruba video ọmọ Fúlàní tó ń sọ Yorùbá burúkú tó náà ń gbé ní Ìlọrin. Gbogbo ala rí video yẹn. Tó náà ní Káyọ̀dé nínú orúkọ òun. We're not talking about those kind of people. We're talking about ẹni tó ń gbé ní Òṣòdì, ọmọ Yorùbá nínà. Ẹni tó ń gbé lójú Ẹlẹ́gbà tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá kò gbọ́dọ̀ tako Yorùbá country pé a fẹ́. But all these governors' agenda is that àwọn ò lè endorse wọ́n lè support ẹ̀ because àwọn ṣì ń dúró kí Tinubu wá pàṣẹ. Tinubu dẹ̀ kọ́ ló máa wá pàṣẹ pé kí Yorùbá dúró. He can do it, but he doesn't want to do it. He's going to sell us back to the north or return us back to the proxies. Don't pè ní Britain, France. So ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ eléyìí ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wind down kí n tó wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Like I said, the purpose of the broadcast tonight was two things. We have been able to achieve at least one, which is the manifesto, and two, which is the donation towards the drone. We've raised $500,000. Some of you might be saying, wow, it's a lot of money, yeah. But it is still more like almost 1% to the kind of the structure of money that is needed for this kind of movement. And that is why I said, let's come out and tell support, tell funded, so that we can be able to deliver. The structure is there to complete this job. I can tell us that because I am behind the scene. But we still need everybody to come together and realize that there is only one country that can work now. Nigeria to fail. Stop thinking that there is a future, there is a hope. Put your sentiment aside now and allow the dissolution of Nigeria. Your sentiment, the dissolution of Nigeria will happen.
The Yoruba indigene. I want to talk to you all. And I want you to listen and accept what I'm about to say. I said they are already usurping you from your villages all over Yoruba state. In Ogun State, Osun State, Ondo State, Anambra State, even Anambra State, even the Igbo lands as well. People are already entering those places and they already overtaken
overtaking you people in your various states.
Èyí tá à ń sọ yìí sí.
What we are saying right now,
Kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn o.
this is not about religion.
Christian,
Whether you're a Christian
Muslim,
or you're a Muslim,
àwa tájọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá.
whether are Yoruba traditional worshippers,
Àsìkò tá a gbọ́dọ̀ kó ẹ̀sìn wa papọ̀ nìyí.
this is time we must band together
Láti jà fún àwọn ilẹ̀ bàbá wa.
to fight for our father's so that they don't overtake us in it.
Ẹ má jẹ́ kó fi ẹ̀sìn gba ilẹ̀ wa o.
Don't let them use religion to take our land.
Gbogbo abúlé tó ń gbà lóńdó state yẹn.
All those villages they've taken over in Ondo State,
Wọ́n pa Muslim, wọ́n pa Christian.
when they wanted to kill, they killed Christian and Muslim alike.
Ilẹ̀ náà jà fún kì í ṣe ẹ̀sìn.
They are fighting for the land, they are not fighting for religion.
Ẹ̀sìn náà kàn gbá wọlé o.
They are just coming through the lens of
So
religion.
mo sọ fún yín ọmọ Yorùbá.
But I'm telling you all Yoruba,
Ẹ múra o.
please be prepared.
Gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà.
Nigerians as
Ẹ
well,
múra dáadáa.
please be well prepared
Wọ́n má bàa gba ilẹ̀ yín o.
so that they don't take you away from.
Because of the time. Now, let's come back. Mo ṣe program kan ní ìjọ Monday. I'm not satisfied because I've not been able to deliver it very well. Mo ṣe fẹ́ tún ṣe. I will continue to say, those of us that are still saying, ṣé rally la fi fi gba country. I've come out now to prove again, pé kò ń ṣe rally. In every building, there are stages to deliver the house. Àìmọye fence tọkọ káàkiri gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́nìí. Igbó ló wà nínú ẹ̀, ẹlòmíì kan dáko kéékèèké, wọ́n lè parí ilé tó wà níbẹ̀, wọ́n kọ̀ ra lẹ̀ yẹn ni. Tó bá fi kọ báyìí, àwọn ọmọ onílẹ̀ máa dé. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti mọ̀yàn, you will struggle. But ẹni tó bá lè kọ fence, tó kọ́lé, tó ṣe náà sí, tí security wà, already láti fi gbé níbẹ̀ nìyẹn. Stop saying that ṣé rally la fi gba Yorùbá nation. It is one out of the many stages in any movement. We are not protesting. We are coming out for a rally, and that rally is one out of many things that can lead out us to a country. Now, Legion Monday mo wá sọ fún yín pé the most important country to dì wá mú, to bind the world together, is Britain. We have been able to tell Britain that, look, àjọṣe wa pẹ̀lú Nigeria is no longer visibly working. We need to wind it down. Professor Akintoye has sent that letter. That letter is well delivered. I don't know the content. Nobody knows the content. But the content of that letter, from what we are hearing, is that lórí Yorùbá náà ni. Kí ni Yorùbá dẹ̀ ń béèrè fún? Do we want to remain in one Nigeria? No. We want to exit Nigeria. And our exit out of Nigeria must no longer be delayed, because delay can be dangerous. For every day we failed to come out and let people know that delay is dangerous, then we have also failed. Why is it delay is dangerous? The current political status of Nigeria has collapsed. No matter what structure that they have before in the last 26 years, Tinubu ti lọ penetrate AD pẹ̀lú àwọn Fulani tó fi gbé Buhari wọlé because of his own agenda. That agenda of that has brought in terror onto Yoruba land, and it has destroyed everything that we know or we've heard of before. If your politicians are saying that, oh, we will work towards a country that will work, you ask them what country. What we are saying is there is a little more time for dialogue. No matter how terrible you might see me from your own perspective, there is still room for dialogue. But one thing is, my opinion and the opinion of millions of Yoruba people, tí bàbá ìbá ti pè fún rally, tàbá ti jáde, no other dialogue than the dissolution and the Yoruba people to become a full independent country, even if it's going to take us months to get it out of the structure the Britain built. There are many ways to destroy a foundation. Many ways. We don't need to share many ways online. But one thing tí mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá mọ̀ ni pé we are not destroying Nigeria. We are pulling out of the foundation that Britain created for a purpose. That purpose has served Britain enough. And if Britain is not yet satisfied, then we cannot help them further. We can no longer wait any more further than what everybody has endured in the last 26 years of a failed democracy that didn't serve the people. The 60 years of independence did not achieve anything apart from protect the interest of the generals and the interest of those that believe that they own us. As I'm preparing the wind down of these broadcasts, we will not listen to anybody until our quest are met. And the only quest is that the Yoruba become an independent country far away from Nigeria. Our relationship with Nigeria is no longer viable. There's a call coming in and I need to divert that call. Our relationship with Nigeria we now need to work much faster. We now need to push everything that we know tí Ọlọ́run fún wa láti fi protect exit wa kúrò nínú Nigeria. Gbogbo kí nǹkan tó kálukú wa bá ní ọgbọ́n ni, ní ìmọ̀ ni, this is the time to apply it to save your people. I am doing my best, but a lè sọ pé à ń ṣe best wa tá a bá ti gba country. Má fight against àwọn alálẹ̀ Yorùbá. You can fight me, but I can assure you, you cannot defeat me. Torí pé Ọlọ́run tó ń gbé wa kalẹ̀ tá a fi ń ṣe tá à ń ṣe kò ń ṣe agbára wa. Tó bá jẹ́ pé agbára wa ni ẹ ti mú wa tipẹ́. Ọlọ́run ló ṣe àdẹ̀dúpẹ́ fún. Èmi kọ́ ló fi bá jà. You are fighting millions of Yoruba people that are saying they've had enough. A Yoruba nation in our lifetime is now do or die. Yeah. Bagba. Nigeria must not exist. So it's either you allow us to achieve it without any confrontation, which is what we are trying to avoid. Kò sẹ́ni tí ó fẹ́ confrontation, because a confrontation is not in the interest of anybody. We want to leave Nigeria, and we are determined. And I use the word we, not me. I am just one out of millions of Yoruba people tó wà nílé àtẹni tó wà ní. Mo ń bẹ̀ yín olóṣèlú lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. I know a lot of my people doesn't want me to. I'm begging you. Yoruba sọ pé àwọn ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́. This is not 1993. This is not Wete. This is not a joke. Intan Sheyonshe movie is not scripted. I don't have any script or any producer. Even if it's just the 30 million, let us allow this country to go. Ẹ má torí àwọn òyìnbó tí wọ́n sọ fún wa pé future wà, hope wà. Mo bẹ̀ yín ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú, lọ́bìnrin, lọ́kùnrin ní gbogbo state ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ lè defeat wa. Kò ń ṣàwa. Ọlọ́run ọba Elédùmarè. Ọlọ́run ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ọlọ́run tí gbogbo wa ń sìn. Mo ń plead pẹ̀lẹ́yìn olóṣèlú. The world is more advanced than 1993. Ìjà òtítọ́ la gbé dání, but a fẹ́ confrontation. Ẹ má ní Koiki, má sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ fi wọ́n lẹ̀. Ẹ sì fún mi ní privilege láti fún wọn ní this final hope that they will listen. Tí Professor Akintoye bá ti release message pé kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá jáde, that means the end of this country. It might not be easy. It might take some months, weeks, years, but any experience in Nigeria more fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹni tó bá mọ olóṣèlú tẹ́ súnmọ́ wọn, ẹni àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ránṣẹ́ sí wọn pé a ṣeré pẹ̀lú ntagbédání in the last 5 years pẹ̀lú leader wa Professor Adebanji Akintoye. We love them, even though àmọ́ pa wọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa. Tí bàbá bá ti sọ pé ká jáde, I will leave the rest. From me, OLAYOMI KOIKI, níjọ́ tí bàbá yẹn bá ti ní ká jáde, you will see another side of me. I will leave it like that. Ẹ kọ ẹni sílẹ̀. With my media, ẹ rí another side. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣe fi yẹn sínú kúlà. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, I know how tough it has been. I've seen it all. I've been around for a few days now. I've seen everything. Mo lè má rí gbogbo ẹ̀. Mo lè má lè cover gbogbo ẹ̀. But I've seen how the destruction is real. And we are in this together. Mo dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run, mo dúpẹ́ fún ìyá tó bí mi pé mo lò 27 years in the UK. I tried. Home is here for me now. And I don't mix my word. My children all have British passport. They can travel for visit to Yoruba land or to meet up with me. Mo sọ fún Chief in 2021 that I will stand with this movement until we'll achieve it. And I still remain on that. I am not calling myself the last man standing for nothing. I have suffered in this movement. It has taken a lot out of me. Personally, with my wives, my children. Tí bàbá ìbá ti sọ pé ká jáde. Prof gan ni wọn ní tí wàá sọ fún mi pé ká dúró. Ṣẹ́yìn tẹ́ wá ń lé, ẹ túbọ̀ endure until that hour is gonna come. Ẹ̀yà ká túbọ̀ endure sí, okay? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ń lé ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀yin diaspora wa, mo mọ̀ pé mi wà nílé for this upcoming event. Hold on tight if you cannot make it down. Ẹ fàdúrà ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ẹ bẹ̀ gbogbo tẹ́ bá ní àdúrà. Ẹ bẹ̀ gbogbo tí ẹ bá ní ti tàdúrà pé ó ti ṣeé ṣe. Ẹ má wà unhappy pé ẹ̀yin ò lè wálé due to one reason or the other. Ẹ fi ntí ẹ bá ní bí àdúrà ẹ máa fi tì wá lẹ́yìn. Mo kí àtòbí mi lọ́mọ, mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa. Let me leave it like that. It's late now. I need to go to bed. Politicians. I am not spiritual. I am not talking from the spiritual angle. We can still dialogue. Britain will only help you. Neither will America help. Ẹ má da ogun sílẹ̀ Yorùbá o, ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú. Ẹ má da ogun sílẹ̀ Yorùbá. We're telling you now. Every one of you will be held accountable. Ẹ ní lè sá lọ o. Ẹ ní lè sá lọ. Èyí tó bá dé àsá lọ, àfi kó ya kó gbogbo family ẹ̀ pátá. Má fi family ẹ̀ kankan sílẹ̀ o. In tó bá ti ń sá lọ yẹn, náà fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan kan fún ẹ o. But tó bá ti ń sá lọ yẹn, ṣáà make sure pé gbogbo ìran ẹ pátá kẹjọ máa sá lọ. Ìwọ nìkan má dá sá lọ o. Ṣorí bí àwa náà ṣe sá lọ, ṣorí pé a lè kó gbogbo family wa wọ̀ fún wọn ní visa. Wọ̀ fún wọn visa. Wọ̀ fún wọn ní visa. Family mi, ojú every year ni mo apply pé kọ́ fún wọn ní visa. Wọ́n bounce wọn. Kò dẹ̀ convenient fẹ́mi kébì máa wálé ní every year torí mo máa ṣiṣẹ́ send owó sí wọn. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ sọ fáwọn olóṣèlú yẹn. Tí bàbá bá ti lè ní ká jáde, kò sí dialogue láàrin àwa àti wọn mọ́. Àtẹ̀ need láti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká filẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Torí pé ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà náà lè máa ń sọ pé Koiki ó ti lè sọ̀rọ̀ jù ẹlẹ́nu já wáyà nìyẹn. Ìwọ ìfìdí tó kù lẹ̀. A máa ṣe M1 fún gbogbo yín. M1 làjọ máa bọ́ sórí ẹ̀. Máa bèrè M1. Ó wà ní London. Mọ́tòwé ló ń pè bẹ̀. Ṣé tí wọ́n bá ti wọrí ẹ̀, wà á máa lọ títí ní ó lè gbé dé Manchester. So mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá jẹ́ kí n máa lọ kí gbogbo èéfín tèmi náà fi ó ní time gbogbo nǹkan náà ló ní time tí bá pẹ́ sí mosquito á máa jẹ mí so for now àwọn tí èmi pé kí n wind down kí n wọlé kí n wá sùn ẹ má bínú pé mo lè máa wo comment mi ka gbogbo comment yẹn yìí tí bá rí tí bá parí program máa padà wá kà á mo kí gbogbo yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo yín medias wa mo rí brother mi mo kí ẹ nílùú Ìbàdàn má jẹ́ ń dárúkọ ẹ torí wá ní ṣó ṣe jẹ́wọ́ nìkan ni mo fi dárúkọ láàrin gbogbo àwa táwa bíbá ẹ jẹ́ kí n wo balance wa ká tó máa lọ sùn tílẹ̀ bá mọ́ like I said aago mọ́kànlá ti lò no 2300 hours because 24 hours clock ni mò ń lò bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ṣe wà ní London just one more update lórí iye tá a ti gbà so that ká tó lọ ó sì dúró lórí 500,000 èmi náà ní 5,000 kan níbẹ̀ so mo kí gbogbo ẹlẹ́ǹkan sí mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀yin 5 people ẹ̀yin tó kù kò ń ṣe pé ẹ fẹ́ ṣe bùkátà pọ̀ we understand bá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ máa fàdúrà ràn wá lọ́wọ́ gbogbo tólúkálukú bá mọ̀ ní stage tàdé ẹ sà we are coming out for the rally ẹ rí i pé mo rẹ́rìn we are coming out we just waiting push baba àwa kàn ń dúró ní báyìí kí bàbá dẹ̀ dá wa lóhùn that's all oorun ayọ̀ la máa sùn màá sọ fún ìyàwó mi what I dreamt of overnight mọ́jú èní bí òun á lè ní understanding ẹ̀ and if it's something I can share online tomorrow I will share if otherwise tabaniko necessary I will leave it to myself okay I will leave it to myself. Good night. This is Koikimedia bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Oran yola masun. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀. Last man standing. Ló wà nílẹ̀. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá dùn gan. Ẹbí ṣe ń yanra sílẹ̀. Ó dàárọ̀.